Namaste, Jai Bharat. There is a saying in Hindi, मीठी छुरी से हुआ हलाल, मीठी छुरी से हुआ halal. This is precisely what I felt when I was going through a video which my friend, as he used to post many videos, which my friend posted to me. The video is by one Parakala Prabhakar. The entire discussion is simply focusing on the shortcomings, as he perceives, of the BJP government and also the Prime Minister Narendra Modiji. He says that so far nothing had happened. He finds that this government shall take Bharat back in time. A series of accusations he makes, and he picks up few or other examples. He says the Gujarat model, I don't know what exactly he means by that. Many people say so many things, but what he means is for him to say, it's not very clear. Or I don't know if there is a universalized concept of Gujarat model. It doesn't work. Then he is so unhappy with the process of demonetization. In fact, for me, that is one of the greatest step the government had taken. Demonetization, which really needed courage. He finds that should not have been the case. Then, he is not comfortable with the Making in India program, and he says nothing really happens. They are only statements, and nothing really happens on the ground level. Now it is for the people of Bharat to ascertain and evaluate whether or not things happened on the ground level or not. Simple as that. Then he goes to the real point. He says that he's taking Bharat back in time. Then he goes to the real point, saying that this Hindu-Muslim problem, and he's trying to accuse the present regime, that is the last three times, this is third time, the Indian regime is trying to say that they are trying to create rift in the nation, and he doesn't find anything that is unifying this nation, obviously. Now this is the kind of video, and it comes eventually to the Hindu-Muslim problem. Now Prabhakarji, I don't know you, but let me just think aloud. Had Bharat been not a Hindu majority country, would you have been free to speak? One question. Please try to, don't give an answer. Please try to think honestly. Was this, suppose, had this not been a Hindu majority country, and suppose there is someone else in majority, for example Muslims, what would have been the kind of freedom that you would be experiencing? Don't answer me. I don't want answers. This is for people to think. And his another hitting point is that the Prime Minister Modiji is a dictator. Yeah, dictator. It's a common accusation which is leveled against any strong ruler. When you want a strong ruler, he will be strong. Do not interpret it as his being dictator. Dictator for what? If he is a dictator, it's for the nation. At the same time, if PM the Prime Minister of my nation, you call him as a dictator, then given your own criteria, you must be having a certain criteria to call someone as a dictator or not. So given your own criteria, I will tell you two other names whom you would love to call dictator. One is Shankaracharya. You have to call him also dictator. Go through these details. And second is none other than Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. You will have to call him also dictator. So, don't you think you will find all great personalities who contribute to the nationhood of Bharat and also to the good of any society? You would, given your criteria, you will have to call them dictators. Now, what do you mean by dictator here in this context? Dictator is the one supposed to be doing things by his whims and fancies. But when someone does something strongly for the common good, it's inappropriate to call him as dictator. And if he is a dictator, I love this dictator. This is necessary for me to live happily. This kind of dictatorship is needed for my nation, for my family, for my life. So I would welcome such dictators. Now, he hypothesizes situations where the ruler should be equally good for all and very mild, very soft. You can do anything, but he will take care of things and all. And these kind of things don't really exist in reality. You can ideally speculate in hot air. You can ideally speculate that he should have been this, he should have been that. When you take the case of Pakistan, common people, maybe not very educated, see, after they lose a cricket match, especially with Bharat, you go and ask a common person on the street why you lost against Bharat, then they would give their analytics. Most people who must have never gone to schools, you need not to go to school to understand how to evaluate cricket on the one hand, but would say, now that man should have done this, he should have batted this way, he should have did this, should have done that, all kinds of wise opinion comes. Then they would have won. Similarly, there is something called as, we used to call it in our university days, armchair Marxism. There are a lot of armchair Marxists who would speak only, but do nothing. A friend of me, unfortunately is no more, used to, he actually did his work on, his research on unity of thought and action in Marxism. That was his PhD topic. Unfortunately is no more. So the armchair Marxists, armchair communists would sit and say so many things. They will not do anything from their side. They wouldn't do anything. They want others to do things. And they would, give instructions and dictate even terms and conditions to others. You should do this, you should do that. Then you do this and do that. No, they consider themselves as sitting on a very, very high conceptual pedestal to sit there and give instructions to people because they consider themselves as intellectuals. I was almost saying wise people. That word shall be inappropriate in this context. They are the intellectuals who show path and ways, etc. So here, of course, it is simply nothing but a game of football is going on. You sit in the gallery. There are people very, very innocently involved. They get involved in the game. And if you see, even small football or volleyball or any games like that, in childhood, what we used to do is, we will observe, we won't watch the game. We will observe the people who are involved in the game. They are just focused on the game, the movement of the ball from this side to that side, etc. Then, inadvertently, without them knowing at all, they will make physical gestures. Their facial expressions, the movements of the movements of their hands and legs and body language, everything was a matter of amusement to school children like us. So that we used to go and watch some matches. to watch the people who are involved in the game and looking at the body language and laugh to ourselves, because these people are otherwise senior people in the society. They know, maybe most of them must be knowing us also. So we used to secretly enjoy, and among ourselves, look at that one. See, now he will act this way. Precisely this kind of thing. What I felt something of this kind. You sit on a conceptual pedestal and start passing judgments. It should have been the case so, it should have been the case that. Fine, these things are instructive for the leaders or rulers to look at it and take what is needed to be taken, or reject what is not required. Anyway, this is the kind of things that happen. Last time I was talking about the Doshega Drikotva position. You find faults. Perhaps it is easy to find faults. And the negativity, whatever negativity, is so powerful that it spreads faster. Good things hardly spread so fast. So this is the kind of things that's happening. Good. Someone should speak also like this. Anyway, so certainly if he is a dictator, then of course I club two more people in that group. One is from this side, from the lower side, that is Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj himself, and then of course none other than Shankaracharya. You would have to call him also dictator. And I am what I am because of these two people, or many like him, but primarily because of these two people. So I would like such dictators. They should come more. Not one or two, they should come more, but unfortunately they only are Yuga Purushas, happens only once in a way. But they should have been happening more. We meet again. Till then, Namaste, Jai Bharat, Jai Shri Ram.